Hi, how you doing? What's going on? Welcome to the replay. It's Monday and we are back. Daily Fuel. My name is Bobby. I am the host of this group. That is my dog. The spiritual artist, Quantasy. We are on a journey. Richard and Rupert's number one today. Hello. Hello. Richard says, yo. Yo, what's up? And Ray is here. Hello. Yeah, if you're watching in the replay, then do me a favor and let me know that you're here. You can write a hashtag. You can write a comment. You know what you can't do on lives is you can't put gifs. You can't put the you can't do that on lives. Go ahead and try it. You can't do it. Unless I'm the only one who can't do it. Maybe that's a feature they didn't give to me. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, bunch of people. Barbara's here, and Mikey's here, and Rupert's here. Okay, cool. And yeah, if you're joining live, then you can start commenting. Obviously, you guys already are. And if you're new to Daily Fuel, I'm going to ignore all the comments, go through my spiel, and then at the end of my spiel, I go back to the comments and I read them all. And by the time I read them, so much time has passed since you've written them that I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. So let us, yeah, we're just going to wait another few seconds. Oh, I went through that quickly today. It's Monday. Hey, you know what happens is it was 2 o'clock this afternoon, and all of a sudden I realized, I didn't post my thing for Daily Fuel today because I take one day off, and I forgot. So what are you gonna do? Oh, here's a Facebook user. Hang on, who's that? Who is that? Facebook user says nothing. Oh, I don't even see anything. Basics are good. I see that. Hello. I see. Now I see Now I see names. And look at this. I see no comment. That's weird. Barbara, it says you wrote hello here, but oh no, I got your hello. Oh, it just says Barbara is watching. That's really interesting. Well, I don't understand this, and I'm not even going to try to figure this out. Anyway, let's just begin. Nuttiness. Let me turn the volume up. I like hearing the clicks. When you guys comment, it makes a clicky sound like that. I don't know if you can hear it. I hear it. I like it. It's just when I hear the clicks while I'm talking, it makes me think, oh, good, people are still watching because I don't look down. All right, let's start. Let's get back to basics. I've been talking a lot in Daily Fuel about a lot of things, and sometimes I feel like I reference law of attraction-y stuff that I don't even know if everybody knows. I kind of assume that this is the spiritual artist group, and everybody here is like spiritual and up to speed with the way I think of the law of attraction, but then I realized probably not. There are probably people here who don't know what I'm talking about or don't think of it in that way. So I figured what I would do this week. I still have a laundry list of things that you guys put in my what should I talk about on Daily Fuel post, and I want to get to them all. But I thought that I would take just a few days to kind of cover some basics and go back to the roots of what this group is about. So, without further ado, one of the things that I talk about a lot is being okay with where you are, and a lot of times we're not okay with where we are. And you can be in kind of three places. You could have a place where you want to get to, and you're just not there. You could be on the way there, or you could be there. Right? Those are your three choices. This is really in-depth stuff today. No, so the trick though is to try to get okay with wherever you are in that journey. The hardest one obviously is I'm not there at all. I haven't even started. It's like it's so far away. It seems like it will take me forever and ever and ever. And it's really difficult when you're in that place where you just feel so far from the thing that you want. But if you start to do the energy work that I talk about all the time, and on a different day this week, I'll probably go over energy work again, because even though I did it a few weeks ago, there were still a lot of questions about what the heck is energy work. So I think I'm going to do it again. But if you do the energy work every day, basically, spoiler alert, it's meditation or whatever you like to do to get into that quantum zone. But I'll do a daily on that soon. If you do that every day, then eventually you start to feel like you're getting there. You start to feel the momentum move you towards that thing. And now it's like you're like, oh, I can feel myself moving there. And when I first start feeling myself moving there, I start to get happy about that. It's like, oh, good, I'm going, I'm on my way. But then I realize I'm still not there, and maybe I've only gone, like, I have this far to go, but I've only gone like, and it's like I still have all this other way to go, and that could be disconcerting. And for me, what happens is I start to get impatient. It's like it's almost worse that I'm on the way than I was not starting at all. Because when I haven't started at all, it's like I've got nothing going on, and it feels almost easier for me in that state to sort of just surrender and be like, all right, you know what? I'm not even going to try anymore. I've tried. I have efforted as much as I possibly can, and I can't even get the ball rolling. I'm just going to give up and let the universe take me there. And now suddenly that starts to work. And I feel like I'm going there, and then I want to effort again. I want to try again. It's like, oh, it's hard to be surrendery and give uppy now, because now I can feel it moving. Let me do something to make this go faster, and that doesn't work. So it's like you start to get okay with the fact that you're getting there, but then you get not okay because you're not there. And then the best one is that you finally get there and you realize there is no there. It's like, now I'm here, and it's like, oh, look at all these other theres I want to get to. It's like, that over there is even better. And that's like 10 times better than this one. And so there's always more. There's always more. And the trick is just to get okay with where you are. And I think that is like the most basic, fundamental thing that I could think of, is just be okay with where you are. Be appreciative of where you are. Find gratitude in where you are. And I got 3 things, and they're pretty quick. So number 1 is that no matter where you are in that thing, I'm not there at all, I'm getting there, or I'm there and there's another there. There is a given. Getting wherever it is that you want to get to, whatever you want to be, do, have, right? All of that stuff. That's a given. It's built into the game. We have the ability to get there. We have the ability to achieve the thing. We have the ability to make the stuff. We can do it all. We're magical spiritual beings having a human experience, but we forget that, and sometimes it just feels like we're dinky humans having a lame experience. But we have to remember the magical spiritual part. The there is a given. It's there. It's happening. It's going to happen. It's absolutely going to happen if we can get out of the way. If we don't get out of the way, then, it might not happen while you're breathing, but that's a different story. But it's a given. It's going to happen, right? And number 2 is that your source, your spirit, your God force, your universe, whatever you like to say, whatever words you enjoy for that part of it, it knows the way there. We don't have to figure it out. And I think that this is the part where we get the not okay feeling, is that we're so busy trying to figure it out that we forget that that's not our job. Our job is not to figure it out. I need to get there. How the fuck do I get there, right? We don't know how. We don't know how. And our job is not to figure out how. Our job is just to go, oh, look at this, I'm going. That's our job. And number 3 is what our job is it's not that we have to figure it out. It's that we get to do our thing. We get to do our thing. That's the point of this. We're artists. We're creators. We're inventors. We're dreamers. We're imaginative. Right? Well, that's what we are. And we get to do that. In fact, we're supposed to do that. That's why we came here. It's kind of like, except we don't. We get too bogged down in the, how do I get over there? And trying to figure out the behind the scenes thing. And here's an analogy that I came up with for this. It's kind of like going to an amusement park, right? Let's imagine that you're going to an amusement park, and the analogy is that you going to the amusement park is the same as your spirit going to Earth. I'm going to Earth, and I'm going to be this guy, right? And it's like, cool, and all your friends are like, have fun, and it's like, maybe I'll meet you there, and blah blah blah. So imagine now you're physical you going to an amusement park. That's the same thing, right? Spirit's going to Earth. You are going to an amusement park. Hopefully you got that. I can't see your face, so I don't know if you got it. You might be going, what is he? I don't know. Anyway, you'll probably tell me in the comments, I got it, but I'll read them in 10 minutes, so it won't matter. So now you're going to the amusement park, and now what happens at the amusement park? You get to ride the roller coaster. You get to go in the fun house. You get to do the things. You get to do all this stuff. That's the point of going to the amusement park. But what do? Well, in this analogy, what we do is we get there and we go, oh, can we ride the roller coaster now? No, I have to put this crap in a locker, and oh, the key doesn't work, and let me figure out where the lockers are, and I need to figure out if I need this all day, and what if I want my sweatshirt later? Then I have to come back to the locker, and I'll just carry it now, but it's heavy and hot, and I don't want to do that. And now can we go on the roller coaster? No, I have to find a map. And have you ever seen the map for amusement parks? They're drawn ridiculously. Who drew these things? Seriously, guys. Who drew the maps at amusement parks? They're ridiculous. They lead you into dead end. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, do you get what I'm talking about? And then it's like, do I get to go on the roller coaster now? Oh, let's do that later. The line is too long. Or, you know what I mean? It's like we get to do these things, but we find all these reasons why we can't now or won't now. Or how do I do that? You know, and it's like, that's what we do. So let's stop doing that. Let's get to do our thing, and let's stop worrying about how to get there, because there is a given. And breathe. Okay, let's see what you guys wrote. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of comments. The other day I was here for an hour reading the comments. We'll see how this goes. Hello, Barbara's here. Okay, I'm going to skip the hellos from now on. Blake, Blake's here. Hi, Blake. How are you? And Marsha's here. Hello, Bobby. I guess I'm not skipping the hellos. And Robin and Crimson and Facebook user. I don't know who Facebook user. I don't know who Facebook user is. Hello, Golden Laws. Here's what happens, whoever you are. You know what, Facebook user, there's a link up there. It says Ecamm Live. When you click that, then I can see your face and your whatever. There is, who is this? And there's so many things. Hello, hi everyone. Why can't I can't find it. Why can't I find it? Your breathing is good today. I'm seeing different comments here than I'm seeing on here. This is weird. It's like I see Crimson says hi everyone here, but here she said hello. I can't match that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. Anyway, Facebook user said Golden Laws. And Crimson said hi everyone. And on here she said hello. And I don't know how that's working, but we'll see what happens. Robin says it's like what the meaning of is. I'm not. I am. All is energy, and I don't know who that is again. Your breathing is good today. How come I can't find these things? This is really... Richard, there is no there. Oh, hi everyone. Now I see it. It's like what the meaning of is. All is energy. That's Dagmar. Hi Dagmar. How are you? Dagmar, you can click that thing. I missed the first Facebook user. Who was that? It was Dagmar. Okay, Dagmar. Yeah, if you can click that Ecamm link one of these days, that would be great. I'll do a post and I'll tag you on it. Your breathing is good today. Thank you for that. Richard is here. What's up, buddy? Our minds are so powerful we can trick ourselves without realizing it sometimes. Yeah, we can trick ourselves all the time. In fact, that was something we used to teach our kids, was you got to trick your brain. If you don't feel good about a thing or you're upset about something, it's like trick your brain and find something to be happy about. We used to use that expression to trick your brain. If you want to be, do. Well, there's definitely action involved, but we're not on action yet today, so that's one to remember. Robin says the fact of not having started at all being the most hard part. It's like wanting to start on a commission when I've been allowed free reign to do anything I want, but I don't know what I want to do. So I don't start. It makes it harder to actually start. Yeah. All right. So in my case, I was talking about knowing where you want to go, but you're not there yet, and feeling that distance. In your case, it's like you're in the car and you're driving, and it's like I have no idea where I want to go. That's that's an interesting one as well. Sometimes you just don't know. And who's that? I don't know. Maybe it's Dagmar again. The now and the space it beholds, the space of my heart. Why am I losing it? Yeah, that's Dagmar again. The now and the space it beholds, the space of my heart. That's nice. Mikey says, there is here, it's always now. Dinky humans having a lame experience. I remember I said that. That sounds like me anyway. Rupert says, if you want to be do or if you want to do, be. Maybe. Unfolding. Well, not maybe. Yes, I would say yes to that. If you want to do something, be it. Right? If you're, my friend Landon says all the time, how do you know if you believe something? You be living it. You just start being it. That's a good topic for another day. Unfolding. That's probably Dagmar again because of the stars. And Barbara says, I get there by being here in the now. That's the whole point. I think I'll that. You know what? Hang on. That's a good basics one. Being. Thank you, Barbara, for reminding me of that. I've got a list here of some basics. Being present in the now. Well, I kind of just did that one. Whatever. In the now. You know what it is we're adding a lot of people to the group, and I kind of want to have some of the basics covered. Robin, the thing's not clicking. Robin, our job is not to figure it out, but to just do it. Just do it. Like Nike. Facebook user, haha, I just read life, not think, but tinker. Is that Dagmar again? I just read life, not, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. To do is to be is to do, doobie doobie doo. Which doobie you be? Do you remember that show? What's happening? I don't know. Did anybody used to watch that? That was funny. I'm making myself laugh today. I don't know if you guys are laughing. I like being here in the moment and find the most joy when I'm not worried about tomorrow. That's a nice place to be, isn't it? Right? It's like not worrying about tomorrow, and that's a really good that's a good summation of what I was talking about. If you can remember that there is given and source knows the way, and it's not my job to figure out how, but my job is just to get to do my thing, and if I do my thing, then I get to be the thing, as Rupert said. If you want to be, do. Okay, Rupert, there you go. It fit, right? Very good, Rupert and Crimson. That was a team effort there, guys. Yes, we get to do this. I love that. Yeah, I love that too. We get to do this. This is our job, right? Why did we go to the amusement park? To ride the roller coasters, not to get lost complaining about the maps and the lines and the lockers, right? No. Yeah, you have to deal with those things, but you don't make them your day. You got one day at the amusement park. Don't spend it in the locker room. Richard, best place to get lost? At the amusement park? Rupert, can we go on the roller coaster? Yes, when? I don't know. It's true, man. Let's not focus on trying how to get there because there is a given. I love it. It's a given. And I think that's the part that we forget is that it is a given. We came here to do the thing. We came here to get to do the thing. And doing the thing is going to bring us places. So the places it takes us are a given. We're going somewhere. It's happening. It's absolutely happening. We think that all right, I just thought of another analogy, right? We think that it's like driving a car. I have to follow the road and follow the map or listen to Waze and take the next turn and blah 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 blah. But it's like if you drive with Waze or GPS now, and that's the only way you've ever driven, then you might be used to just getting in the car, turning it on and going and trusting that it's going to tell you which way to go. But I started driving before there was GPS. So we had to, if I was going on a trip, I had to look on a map and I had to figure it all out and write it on paper. I had to figure it out. I didn't have a GPS. We have a built-in GPS for our entire life. But we still sit there and try to figure it. It would be ridiculous for me to sit down with a paper map now and try to figure out how to get from here to there. When all I have to do is get in the car, turn on the GPS, say, take me to this address, and it'll just take me there. I don't have to know how to get there. I can trust that it'll work. Until it tells you to turn and there's a river or something. Don't do that. But anyway, that never happened to me. But is this Dagmar again? Ha ha ha, your voice, the guy with the troubles. That doesn't sound like Dagmar. Let me see. Maybe it is. Unfolding. It is. Oh no, that's the other one. Who is this? It is Dagmar. Ha ha ha, your voice. The guy with the troubles. What is that? What I said? I don't remember what I said. Oh, my voice when I knew it was in the park. Well, I gotta do the map, right? That one. Yeah, I have a few voices that I like to do. We're all Facebook users. Well, that's true. Golden laws equals Dagmar. Yeah, that's. Thanks. See, this is a classic example of I read them too late. What you resist persists. Drop resisting Facebook users. Yeah, thank you for that. Maybe I will. To be honest, I am living this already. Richard, that's a funny reminder. Let's stop worrying about how to get there. It's like when I decide to stop worrying when staring at a blank white canvas or sheet of paper like a deer in headlights, and I'm afraid to start. And then just decide to stop it. Stop it. And just start to do something. Just do anything, right? We've talked about this before. If you can't figure out what to do, just start doing anything and let it kind of show itself. You might have to restart that canvas, but maybe don't start on your perfect canvas with your good paint. Maybe start with a pencil on a piece of paper and just start until you see something and you're like, oh, that's a good idea. And you might not paint the thing you just drew. You might be like, that's a piece of shit, but that just made me think of something, and then you go do it. But you're taking some action. It's inspired action. Dagmar, it's me, the golden laws, the energy also. I got it. Thanks. See, this is a good example of all of that. Yeah, and Richard's right. Just I make such a big deal about it that it happens every day. There's always a new person. Anything. And when I do just jump right on, it actually works. Just have to and had to get over the fear of not starting. Fear of not starting. That's a good one. Rupert, get there by being here. Richard, being in the moment is all we have. Past and future are only assessments, but life is now. So when we master our time, we master our destiny. Yeah, it's a difficult concept because we don't really have the brain power to understand the moment of now. It's gone. As soon as you think of it, it's gone. It's the past. So it's like, but we live our lives fretting about what happened before. Oh, I wish I didn't do that. Or worrying about what's going to happen. What if that happens? What if that happens? What if that happens? It's not easy having a human experience, but we didn't want it to be easy. If it were easy, it would be like when we lived in Source. Sometimes I think of it this way. I think of it like this. I gloss over this a lot, but here, this is basic Bobby, right? This is like how I see it. I see it as we are all these spiritual beings, and in spiritual being land, whatever that looks like, it doesn't really matter. We are just perfect. It's like, oh, I could go for an ice cream sundae. Got one. And it's like, it's the best one ever. And everything that I do is the best one ever, right? And it's like nothing is impossible. Everything is immediate. And it sounds amazing, except that when nothing is bad, then everything is just kind of the same. Right? Everything is the greatest thing ever. If everything is the greatest thing ever, then nothing is great anymore. So you kind of need dynamics. It's why we don't just take a piece of canvas or a piece of music and just make one note that goes across from the beginning of end to the song. It's not just like a canvas with one color painted everywhere. You have shadows, you have light, you have depth, you have dynamics, you have dimension. And that's what life is. Life is art. Because in Source Energy Land, everything is just bright and brilliant and wonderful. But in life, there's pain and there's suffering, and it sounds terrible. Why would we have that? Because those are the shadows. Those are the things that make art worth looking at. Those are the things that make songs worth listening to. It's boring without them. So we come here and we get them. And then we complain about them. Thanks, Richard. That was a good riff there. Tomorrow is always a day away. Yeah. I love being lost in the desert. There I find my heart's compass. The sandstorms shape me, anchor point, treasures, and sorry for the weird comments I give. We're all weird here. If you weren't weird, then you wouldn't fit in. Bring your weirdness here. This is like, I should have called it the Weird Artist Group. We're the weirdos. Be your weird person here. I love it. And bring the comments. Same. I don't know what I said, but it must have been brilliant. Read life is all as a tale. All I see tells me a story. Yeah, sometimes what happens is you say things based on what I'm talking about, but by the time I read the comment, I don't know what I was talking about when you wrote it, and then I'm a little lost. So it's usually me, and I apologize for that. But Richard says to become anything, you've got to be it first. You've got to be it first. You be the person who does the thing. You got to be the person who fits the thing. That's my time jumping. That I got to do that one. This is a real time window into Bobby's wacko brain. You want to talk about weird? I'm weird. Yeah, you gotta be it first. And I'm gonna do one on time jumping. That's my method to be it first. Thank you for that reminder, Richard. And in 10 years, there won't even be a steering wheel. Yeah, probably not. Facebook user says, given GIFs, some to dig up, some presented on a golden plate. Hearts see what the eyes can't. Oh, that's interesting. Hearts see what the eyes can't. I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you for that. Stop it and start it. David Oliver is here. What's up, buddy? How are you? I enjoy focusing on the feeling I get when inspiration strikes and the creative energy flows through me, and I let it become what it wants to be. I don't let doubt get in the way, which I used to, but now I trust what should be is right. Yeah, that's the trust thing, right? It's like I get in the car and I trust that the people who made Waze actually looked at the paper map and figured out how the heck I'm getting where I'm going, and then I'll get there. So yeah, that's really, really cool. Thanks. I like that. Trust is important. Rupert, the only Dagmar I actually know is German. Okay. Ray, just breathe. Thank you. It will happen. If you don't breathe, nothing happens. Well, probably nothing good. Yeah. Breathing is another thing. Time jumping and breathing, those are important tools to doing all of this stuff. Rupert, if you stop breathing, you'll probably die. Probably. Actually, you won't. If you stop breathing, you'll pass out, and then you'll start breathing, and you'll wake up. Facebook user, now. I love the now. Oh, right. We were just talking about the now. Okay. Crimson, you have to be balanced. Okay. What was the context where you said that? Balanced with what? Where might you have said that? I don't remember. I'm sorry. If the emotional spectrum is like the color spectrum. Yeah. That's a good way to think of it. It's like, but we like all the... Well, okay, so we like all the colors, right? Actually, let's think about this for a second, because I was just thinking, but you don't want those emotions. But I just said we do want those emotions, because those are the depth. We don't want just blue, my favorite color is blue, but I don't use just blue because I want to have some depth in there. And we feel like if I'm not feeling joy and love and appreciation, then I'm doing something wrong. But you're not. That's a really good point. Thanks. Thank you, Facebook user. Oh, Facebook users are smart. The now, wow, dude. The now supersedes representation. A representation is just a moment of the real. This is dependent on the issues of time, a reflection through intellect, the recollection and interpretation of past experiences. Although all images are moments, the action precedes the representational character because it designates a conscious presence of the artist in the now. What is an image that does not contain any forthcoming development, any life potentiality beyond where the image cannot move? What is that image? I don't know the answer to that question. But that's an interesting description of that now moment, right? It's like I was just saying that it's hard to understand what is the now moment because it's fleeting. But yeah, that's I would have to read that again and then probably check out that link. But thanks for that. Richard, I tried being normal once. It was the worst 26 minutes of my day. Nice. Yeah, I gave up on normal. I'm looking forward to manifesting a spiritual Sunday. Nice, cool. Like a birth, the pain and love, the joy, all combined to feel like a birth. Well, yeah, I don't know that experience, but okay. Yes, like a birth. Okay, so I think what you're saying is we're bringing in the dynamics again, right? That the birthing process, painful as it is, and excruciating and terrible as some parts of it are, at the end of it, you get a baby. And there's the joy and the everything and the leading up to it. There's so much that goes into it that's good and bad experiences, but at the end, it was just like I wouldn't change a thing, I guess. Robin, let your weird flag fly, and I just thought of that. LOL. I do not create what I want it to be, but what my heart whispers me it wants to become. Oh, that's really cool. It's like you're listening to that inner voice in you that's sort of guiding you, making your art. I like that a lot. I do that. I've explained this before. I do that when I do videos. I don't try to figure out the whole video from beginning to end before I start. I just start and I throw videos on the timeline and I line them up. And next thing you know, things are just lining up with the music. It's there's so much serendipity involved because unlike me and Facebook users on my lives, I don't have any resistance to video editing in such a way that it just kind of flows out of me. It's really interesting how that works. David says, FYI, Facebook user is Dagmar. Thank you. You know what it is? That sometimes then I know it's Dagmar or whoever it is that day, except some days there's like 2 or 3 of them. And so I don't like a Facebook user is Dagmar. Well, you're telling me this at the very end. And Rupert, pain is so close to pleasure. Queen. They're 2 sides of the same coin. Sometimes I think of it instead of a spectrum like one end to the other. I think of it more of like a circle where they meet at the other end, and really there's just one path where it's everything involved. I just think of it that way, but I don't really know how it would work that way. Anyway, guys, that is the last comment. So Rupert is in the lead for the what do you call it? The booty prize. Dagmar, by the way, the last commenter of the day, gets the booby prize. So if now Richard has it, so life comes full circle. I agree. Yeah, right. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. We will be back tomorrow. If you want to keep discussing basic stuff, I'll do that. And like the color wheel. Ooh, sit subtract. See that? You're just typing fast so you can get the last comment. Doesn't count, but I will count this one. All right, so now Robin has the last comment, and I am done, guys. So thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Robin, you get the booby prize. Have a good... No, Richard gets the booby prize. I appreciate the wisdom once again. Nope. Okay, stop. We're done. Bye. Robin, you got it. Bye-bye.